Hey everyone, and welcome to Cooking Companion TV. I'm Jenna Edwards, and this is a recipe demo of plantains cooked in coconut milk, all the way from Zanzibar, Tanzania. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and let's get right to it. I had this for breakfast while exploring the glorious island of Zanzibar, and the flavors just blew my mind. It's quite simple, and I hope you try it and get curious about the Swahili culture, and even consider visiting Zanzibar sometime. We need ripe plantains for this dish, so yellow or brown. Bananas work too, but I expect they'll be a tad sweeter, which isn't a bad thing. Peel, slice, and halve the plantains. They are more dense than a banana, and the skin is thinner with a core that can be removed or it can stay. Apparently that's up to personal preference according to the recipe I used to guide me for this, and I have linked that source below. The pieces need to be about 2 inches long or just 1/4 of the length of the plantain, and discard the tips. If the core was soft, I left it, but some of the core was a little stiff and crunchy, and I figured it wouldn't cook down, so I cut it out. You can use the skins to line your pan to keep the plantains from sticking while cooking. I opted out of this because I wasn't confident the plantains hadn't been sprayed with pesticide or herbicide. On to the cooking. Add your plantains to a pan and cover them halfway with water. I used a cup of water here, and I added water to the coconut milk can to get more coconut flavor, because why not? And add in 4 to 5 cardamom pods. If you only have powdered cardamom, I think 1/4 teaspoon should be fine. Now bring it to a strong simmer and cook for 10 minutes. Stirring them will eventually break up your plantains, so just lightly, tap them around as needed. I shimmy the pan to make sure they aren't sticking. At about 5 minutes, flip over your plantains so they cook evenly, and a few more shimmies to make sure they aren't sticking again. After 10 minutes, most of the water should be cooked off, but not completely gone. We'll pour in 1 cup of coconut milk and gently shimmy the pan to make sure there's no sticking, or gently push around the pieces and to evenly distribute that coconut milk. Now, I should have let the coconut milk thicken for a few minutes before adding the sugar, but it smelled so good, I got ahead of myself. We need 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I decided to use brown sugar because I like that molasses flavor better than white sugar. I deliberately wanted it on the plantain, hoping to maybe get a semi-bananas Foster's effect with some caramelization, but we also need some sugar in the coconut milk. We'll let this thicken for a few minutes, and the dish is done when the plantains are soft and cooked through and the coconut milk is thick. This isn't thick enough yet, so I'm keeping it on a couple more minutes. Now this is thick enough, so I'll plate it. It will continue to thicken as it cools, by the way. I ate this both hot and at room temperature, and both ways is utterly delicious. We ate a lot of very good food in Zanzibar, by the way. If you don't know about the island, its cultural influences are Swahili, Arab, and Indian, so you have lots of curries and gorgeous spices to make everything super fragrant. So give me a comment below if you have questions about our travel to Zanzibar, and if I can recommend any restaurants or hotels, or just overall how our stay was. That's it for this recipe demo of Swahili plantains cooked in coconut milk. Get the ingredient list below or at cookingcompaniontv.com/coconut plantains. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to this channel for more demos just like this. I'm Jenna Edwards, and thanks for watching.